YouTube? It's your boy Damian Cryer, man. I hope each and every one of you guys is having a wonderful and blessed day. Man, I'm doing good, man. I really am. I know everybody's probably been wondering, what in the living heck happened to Damian Cryer? I didn't upload for about a week, man. You know, after the Christmas shutdown, 2 weeks off, sleep patterns were off and stuff like that. So it took a little time to get back into the swing of things. When you're off for a couple weeks, whether it's on vacation or for a shutdown or whatever the case may be, you're gonna always have that thing where your sleep is off and your sleeping habit is not like they used to be, because you stay up later, you do a lot of different stuff, man. So I would say that's my reason for not dropping consistently for the last week like I normally do drop. But anyway, man, that's out the way. I'm back now, man. So today I want the Lee's famous recipe, and I got mashed potatoes. I got the gravy that goes with the mashed potatoes. And I got like a 6-piece meal from Lee's. So that's what I'm going to be chowing down on today. Apologize for the lighting, guys. Tried to adjust the lights the best that I could for you guys to give you the best quality vehicle that I could possibly give you. Anyway, man, I hope you guys are ready for the snow. With today being Friday, they are calling for 4 to 8 inches of snow right here in Indiana. I'm really so hoping that that's not true, because I really don't want all that snow, man. I kind of like it the way that it's been lately. It's been a really, really mild winter. And with that being said, really mild winter is always good, guys. So excuse me, guys, I'm gonna turn my heater off because it's kind of making a lot of noise in the background of the video. I apologize. Hey guys, I'm back. My apologies for that. The heater's blowing in the background. So I actually turned, before I even started the video, I had turned the television down, obviously, so you guys don't hear all that background noise. And my heater was actually just making some noise in the background. Now, just so you guys know, Darian, as you guys know, Darian plays basketball every year. I think it's a total of 13 games a year. So he plays basketball every Saturday. And last Saturday was his very first game of 2019. They did an awesome job, man. They did not win the game, but the score was phenomenal. The score was actually, Darian's team had 33, and the other team that they were playing had 39. So it was a 6-point difference, and those boys played hard, guys. So I got video footage from last week that I'm gonna be sharing probably later on in the week. And then he has another game this Saturday, which is tomorrow, Saturday, January 20th. However, that game could possibly be canceled because of the snowstorm. And then with the snowstorm, what makes the snowstorm worse to this time is because after the snowstorm, it's going to be like 5 below 0 degrees. That means all that ice and snow, whatever salt that they put down, is probably going to freeze up everything and turn to ice. So they may cancel that game tomorrow, but I'm hoping that they don't, because I'm really looking forward to getting Darian this weekend. I'm doing all this, and I should be doing a lot of this, so I'm gonna get in. Yeah, I got the red hot sauce. Nice juicy chicken leg there. Y'all know I cannot eat without my hot sauce. I got to have it. So I'm just gonna go straight in, and I am hungry. So today the weather's a little bad here, but I went out and got this chicken today. One thing about, now I don't know if a lot of you guys in your state have a Lee's. A lot of people have like Church's Chicken, Popeyes, or a KFC. But I don't know if a lot of people have a Lee's famous recipe. You guys ever try it, man? It's the bomb. The chicken gizzards is even better. So it's just a little food for thought. I should have got an extra bowl for my potatoes, but I didn't. I didn't get crunchy. I'm gonna just something about crunchy chicken. Don't get me wrong, I love chicken, but some of that stuff they have, not knocking Popeyes or none of them places like that, but sometimes that crunchy chicken, man, is just awful. I mean, seriously, it's just really awful sometimes. Sometimes they make it so hard and crunchy, man. You just can't even enjoy it. You got to get through all that crunch just to get to the actual meat. By the time you get to the meat, you're full. It's like, what's that restaurant? Long John Silver. Now, don't get me wrong. Long John Silver does have good food, but what I don't like is the breading, because you have to eat through all that breading just to actually get to the fish. By the time you get to the fish, you're pretty much full. You don't even really want to finish the full meal that you got. Again, that's not knocking any of those restaurants. It's just, I'm one of those dudes, man. When I get my food, I want to be able to taste the meat. I want to be able to taste what I'm eating. You know, so that's why I didn't get the crunchy chicken, because they have to make that breading extra special to be so crunchy like that. It's just, Anyway, so I hope everyone is doing okay. It's a topic though. It's a topic that I really want to hit on today. I don't know if this is like day 29th or day 30th. But as most, if not all of you are aware, we are experiencing a government shutdown. A government shutdown. For those of you who don't understand or are too young to understand what's going on in the government shutdown, it's about a wall that our current president wants to build on the Mexican border. I believe it's a 2,000-mile stretch for this wall. And right now, the Democrats, excuse me, and Republicans can't come to a agreement as far as this $5 billion for this wall. It's actually $5.8 billion, that's what he's asking for. But the wall is like $5 billion. You know, I feel some type of way about that. Honestly, I really do. You know, this is a free world. All of us was born under one God. Oh gosh, guys, I'm sorry. I did not say my grace again. Amen. I apologize for my rudeness. You know, when we were born onto this planet, God didn't bring us in the world and assign us properties, land that we own. But again, I don't want to get off into that politic part too much, because trust me, this is YouTube and that is not a good thing to talk about. Imagine that, doing politics with your subscribers. That would not be a good ending, especially for me, because I don't know how all that crap works. But the reason why I brought the topic up is, I tell you, you got people out there right now. Obviously, I have social media. I'm on YouTube, I'm on IG, I'm on Twitter. I don't have Snap. I won't even mess with that. That's just too many damn social media sites. Facebook. So obviously, with that being said, I see stuff, I read stuff, and I see like a lot of people out there who are like joking about the shutdown, laughing about the shutdown. And I think, I don't, those people who's laughing and making jokes about the shutdown, I think it's because they actually lack knowledge of what a shutdown actually means. And people say, well, I'm not on any government assistance, so it don't affect me, ha ha ha. But I'm gonna tell you something, you're wrong. It affects all of us as a whole entire body as American citizens. It affects all of us. I came up in the system. So therefore, since I'm not on the system anymore, I'm not gonna act like that I'm big and bad, I'm tough, like I don't need this and need that. Don't nobody know what tomorrow's gonna bring. But I do see a lot of people out there making jokes, laughing about people who get the assistance. And most of those people, if not all those people, who's out there laughing and talking about the people who's actually getting assistance from the government, be careful. Be careful who you laugh at. Be very, very careful who you laugh at. Because some of your relatives, some of your loved ones are getting that assistance. You won't admit it while you're on Facebook making jokes and commenting about the shutdown. You won't admit it, but you're the same ones who probably came up in the system, who have loved ones who's probably still getting it. And there is nothing wrong with it. Let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you, man. If I had an opportunity to get $300 or $400 a month in food stamps, you think I wouldn't? Even though I'm working, if I still had the opportunity to get that, you think I wouldn't? What's funny about packing your refrigerator full of food? What's funny about going to the doctor knowing that your doctor bill was paid? What's funny about getting a check every month knowing that your bill's going to be paid? What's funny about that? If I could, I would. But there's people out there who need it more than me. So for you to sit there and laugh at somebody because they family gets some type of government assistance is wrong. But I'm gonna tell you something else. You never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. In 2004, I worked at this company. Okay. I was there for a couple months. And one day I was on a forklift. This is a real story. I was on a forklift and I was backing off of the back of a semi-trailer with a full load. Now I'm not going to name companies, the trucking company that did it. And as I was backing off this backing off the back of the semi-trailer with a pallet full of material, products or whatever, the truck had started to pull away from the dock area. But I wasn't aware of that because I'm inside this long forklift backing up. So while I'm backing up on a forklift, forklifts are real bouncy. Those who experience the forklift, you know what I'm talking about. It's real bouncy. So I can't tell that the truck is moving because I'm backing out. And all I seen was daylight. I seen the forks go like this, and down I went to the ground, the forklift and all. Make a long story short, man, I was messed up for a long time. I was messed up. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do nothing. I was out of work. Couldn't work. Nothing. Couldn't go fishing. So you know what I had to do? I ended up filing for disability. I had to do something so I wouldn't starve. I filed for disability and they denied me. They only denied me because I was eligible for Medicare because I had a work history, which was a little step up for me because they calculated my years of service. Again, that's government. I needed that assistance. Without that assistance, at the time I was married, without that assistance, I could not have supported my family. I would have been unable to put gas in my vehicle. I would have been unable to continue my obligation for child support. I wouldn't have been able to continue to provide for my children. Yeah, the money wasn't a whole lot, but without the government stepping in, I wouldn't even be here today probably. I'd probably be locked up somewhere or something or not, something like that, because I'm not the type of guy who's going to sit around and starve. I'm not saying I'm a bad guy, so I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression, but I'm not going to just sit around starving and not eating. That's just not going to happen. I'm going to get out there, I'm going to hustle, I'm going to grind some type of way. You better believe that. But to prevent me from doing that, my lifeline was the government. I got that Social Security. I got those little food stamps, whatever it was. You know, there wasn't nothing funny about that because it helped me out. So all I'm saying, man, is for you people out there who's hee ha ha and ho ho and making all these jokes about people because, oh, the government shut down. Y'all not going to get your food stamps. Y'all not. That's absolutely not true. Those people are going to continue getting their assistance every month. You got hundreds of thousands of government workers that's not going to get paid. You know, but hopefully they're going to get paid soon and give them back pay. I heard that they're passing a law where those affected will get back pay. So I'm going to say to my people, and I don't mean just my race, my people, y'all, all of y'all, before we start laughing, man, cracking jokes, let's look at the severity of the situation right here. Yes, there has been government shutdowns before, but this is the first time in U.S. history it has went on this long right here. We have a president that's pounding his fist, demanding this and you know, demanding that. You know, like I said, we have a president who's pounding his fist and demanding this and demanding that. And that's just simply not the way that it works, you know. And it's like, it's a lot of stuff that's taking place that shouldn't be taking place. Again, I don't mean to drag this out about the government shutdown, you know, but what's really bothering me is it's really sad when I see the post on social media sites and seeing people so eager to judge other people, laugh at other people. It's like, I'm not a big fan of police officers. I'm not, because I've had my share of run-ins with the law. But never am I going to sit here on a social media site and dog out a police officer. Because the first time somebody do something to you, the first time somebody break in your house, the first time somebody make a threat to you, the first time anybody threatens to bring you any bodily or physical harm to you or any of your loved ones, the first thing you're going to do is dial 911. You know, that's why I say, let's not be too judgmental until we look at the facts of some things. You know, just because you're not on the system anymore and you don't need that government assistance anymore, don't make you no better than the next person. Because at the end of the day, you still breathe the same damn air. You still drink the same damn flavor of water from this planet. Your water don't come from other planets. Your food don't come from other planets. You eat and drink the same thing that's right now here on this earth. So just because you're not getting assistance anymore from the government does not give you the right to go out and dog other people out who's getting assistance. Because I'm going to tell you something. That government assistance is helping feed people kids, so they are healthy every day. That government assistance is allowing these parents and these kids to be able to go to the doctor and to be able to keep them healthy, catch bad things, you know, while they're at their roots, to be able to cut it off, to be able to help these people survive. You know, there is not a damn thing wrong with getting any damn assistance. You know, government assistance is huge. A lot of countries don't even have it the way that we have it. So I'm saying this to my young people and my older people. I know that there's some older people out there that's no longer on the government assistance anymore and got their head held up high. But all I'm saying to you people, man, is before you go staring down your nose at somebody who's not as fortunate as you, just remember where you came from. Look at your roots. Look at where you came from. You know, so all I'm saying, guys, is there's nothing funny about what's going on right now, man. Let's try to be more supportive than to be so freaking judgmental. You know, you can find yourself in a position one day where you may need a government. All it's going to take is one bad thing to happen. We don't expect to get up and get in our cars and go to work, and before we get there, we have this catastrophic accident. We don't expect that, you know, that bad things are going to happen to us. You know, we cannot predict what's going to happen. Like today, I know I'm predicting that I'm going to go to work this afternoon. That's what I predict. That's what I want to do. That's what I have to do. That's what my mind is programmed to do. These bills don't pay themselves. They don't pay themselves. I have to pay them. But I don't expect that when I walk out that door, that something catastrophic is possibly going to happen. That's going to change the course of my life, where I may have to go apply for assistance. You know, people talk about, oh, well, you people this and you people that, y'all get this assistance and we the taxpayers pay for it. So what? So what? So what? Give these people a chance, man. You know, look at yourself in the mirror, man, before you go talk about somebody else. I am very offended by when I go on these social media sites and I see some of these people who's just saying some of the stuff that they saying, man. It really hurts my heart to see this, because I'm one of those dudes, man. I try to be positive. I try to be a motivator. I try to inspire others to want to do better, to reach out and help other people. Do you know, man, sometimes when I pay my bills and stuff, you know, I give it my all. You know, and sometimes I may have somebody who reach out to me and say, hey, Damien, you know, I'm a little short on this, a little short on that. Can you help me out? And even though that it will kind of hurt me a little bit, I still would do it. You know why? Because if they didn't need the help, they wouldn't be asking for it. Now, surely I'm not the type of guy that's going to, every time I go to the gas station and I see the same guy out there asking for some change, I'm not going to give it to him every time, because I know exactly what he's doing. You know, but all I'm saying, man, is try to build people up, not tear people down. You guys who's been with me since I created this channel, November 16th of 2016, all the way into the present, you guys know what I've been through. You know, it takes, you know, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but it takes a strong individual to endure some of the things that I've had to endure, in my life. And so that's what kind of humbles me. People see the cameras and see me on YouTube, and I got a pretty decent following on YouTube and Facebook. Actually, all of my little social media sites. I got a pretty decent following to be an older, social media YouTube creator of his own content. And people say, well, dang, you do YouTube, but you still work every single day, and, with that being said, things is not gravy. If I woke up one day and I was really successful on YouTube, where I was really getting the bag like that, you guys probably won't believe this, I would still work. You know why? Because I still have medical conditions. The accident I told you guys about that I had in 2004, just because I'm back working don't mean I'm not living with the pain. I'm still living with the pain every day. Getting injections and stuff like that once every 5 or 6 months. Getting the radio frequencies, having the doctors go in once every 5 years with this needle, heating my nerves up on both sides of my spine and burning them off so I can relieve the pain. So I still would work. Somebody asked me one day, they said, Damien, I said, yo, what's up? They said, if you won $1 million in the lottery today, would you quit your job? I looked at him right in his face. I said, absolutely not. Let me repeat that again. Absolutely not. Why won't you quit your job if you won $1 million, Damien? Let me explain something to you, man. You win $1 million, whether you win it or somebody gives it to you. At age 48, which I'm currently 48 years old, I'm proud to say that I made it to see 48. I'll be 49 June 10th. And the Lord has allowed a lot of wonderful things to happen in my life the last year. And I'm hoping that I am blessed to be able to see 49 and continue to go after that. But I am 48 years old. And this is real talk. This is what I told him. Do you actually think if somebody gave me $1 million? Okay, if somebody gave me $1 million, that's $1 million, okay. I'm 48 years old. Or if I won $1 million at age 48, they're going to tax it, which is going to leave me, what, 700 plus maybe. No, $1 million after taxes is like 640,000 actually. Here's how that works. At age 48, you need more than $1 million to retire. So if I were to quit my job with the $1 million winning, 640,000 after taxes. Okay, that means I no longer have my medical insurance. That means I no longer have my dental. That means I'm basically living off 648,000. How fast can you spend $640,000? Me? Well, I would spend $640,000 pretty quick. It definitely would not last me for the rest of my breathing years. Now, I don't know how many years I got left. Nobody knows. But I'm sure $640,000 would not last me the rest of my breathing years. You got to take into account, you got to eat. When you got that kind of money sitting in a bank and you know you got that kind of money, you're not going to just sit there with it. Oh, I'm good. No. You're going to be going to do stuff. You're going to travel. You're going to spend. People are going to have a handout. They're going to want money. All that money just sitting there and you ain't got nothing but time on your hand. Why do you think rich people get in trouble so much? Millionaires is always on the news. They got a lot of time on their hand. They sit around the house with nothing to do. They done did everything that you can ever, possibly think of. For me, working would be better for me. So if I even did become successful on this YouTube and I started getting the bag, I would still work. because I have a lot of years left until I retire. The way our government is, there may not even be any Social Security for us when I retire. I'm 48 currently. I cannot retire until I'm 68. That's 20 years from now. I think it used to be 62 back in the day, but they changed it. You know, now with the way that the government is, you don't know if it's going to be any money there for you when you retire. You know, all you can do is just hope and pray, you know. But basically, all I'm saying, man, is please, guys, I'm asking you, man. You know, you can always, you know, you can't change the world, but you can always start with one person, you know. And I know that since I've been doing YouTube, I done helped some people out majorly. All I'm saying is, if you're watching this video, man, and you one of the people who's, you know, laughing about people because of the government shutdown, all I'm saying, man, is please stop, man. Have a heart, man, because we never know what's going to happen to us tomorrow. You know, God didn't make one of us any better than the next person. Maybe the best thing to do, instead of laughing at these people because they're going through what they're going through, maybe you should give them a call. Maybe you should knock on the door. Ask them if they need any help with anything. Can you do anything for them? You know, instead of laughing. But, you know, guys, I forgot I was supposed to be sitting here eating because I got so caught up on my feelings about this topic. I'm so sorry about that. I'm glad I was smart this time and turned my phone on vibrate or silent. My phone has rung. Well, no, I got a text message from my baby. And I got a phone call from an unknown number. I don't even know what that is. A lot of times I'm doing videos, the phone doesn't start ringing until I'm actually doing a video. Anyway, I've been did a vlog all week long. So I decided to make this a little bit longer today, guys, because y'all deserve it. And just, you know, stuff that's on my heart about what's going on. From my understanding, watching a lot of the news outlets, there is no ending in sight right now for this shutdown. But the reality of it is it's definitely real. You know, you guys leave me a comment down below of what you think about this government shutdown. What do you think that can be done differently? You think that they should open the government back up while they continue negotiations? I do. I think that it should have never been shut down in the first place. I believe that the government should be opened back up and continue to be open even while they negotiate. That way you're not hurting our own country, you know. So please leave me a comment in the comment section down below and let me know what your comment is on this topic. And it's highly likely, guys, because of the topic of this conversation, I will probably never do a video like it again. But I will respond to your comments. I don't know how many times I said Donald Trump in my video. I'll be honest with you, I don't like the dude. I just don't like him. And I'm sorry if someone's offended. I just don't like him. That's just how I feel. But leave me a comment on what you think could have been done differently. And if it affected you, leave me a comment down below and let me know how you feel that the shutdown affected you or your loved ones, man. Also, guys, Darian, he actually talked to me about making a movie. Sorry about that. I ran out of time. Yes, y'all heard me right. Last weekend, Darian talked to me about making a movie. I said, making a movie? I said, what do you mean, Darian? He said, Dad, you always make YouTube videos. He said, Dad, let's make a movie. I said, well, what type of movie do you want to make, Darian? I mean, it just kind of surprised me. He's like, Dad, all of my friends at school know who you are. Everybody at the game know who you are. When me and my mom and sister go to the store, they be like, oh, you're Damien's son, or, you know, whatever. He's like, Dad, I think we should make a movie. He said, so when I go play basketball, film my basketball games, which obviously I can't film the whole game because you'll run out of space. And even if you buy a bigger memory card, you run out of battery, you know. So how about we do clips? He said, in each game we film it, and then we'll make a movie about it. I said, okay. So I guess he wants to do like a movie with his dad on our YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel. Basically clips of me and him doing stuff, and then the clip of one of his games, and then the clip of us doing something else, and then one of his greatest moments. And then he also wants me to show like pictures from when he started first playing basketball back in 2014 for the church. So he just, you know, Darian thinks that it's a good idea. Darian, he's one of those kids, he wants to participate in everything with his dad, you know. So I thought about it long and hard. So tomorrow when I see him, if I don't get trapped in all the snow, I'm gonna let him know that we're gonna go ahead and try to pursue with that ideal of him wanting to make a movie. I think it would be kind of cool. So I've been like looking at little TV clips on how to do it. And yes, we're gonna do it all from the camera. This Canon G7X vlog camera. We're gonna do it all from this camera, but it's gonna be just in different locations. Let me know what you guys think of me and Darian making the actual movie. Man, leave me a comment down below at the end of this video, man. That would really mean a lot to me, man. It's gonna take a lot of work to do this, but it's something that we wanna do. I mean, it's not gonna be just about his greatest moments playing basketball. It's gonna be about father and son time, doing homework together, out fishing. I mean, cooking, teaching them how to cook. It's just gonna be like a movie, and then it's gonna be like other parts of the movie where we have a very serious father and son time. You know, you might see tears shedded, but they're not sad tears, they're tears of joy. You know, so anyway, man, I'm gonna end this video off, man. This was supposed to have been Ali's chicken mukbang, but it turned into something more because I had a lot of stuff on my heart that I wanted to talk about. You guys deserve to know why I've been away for a week and why I haven't been dropping any videos, man. You know, so I'll try not to make a gap like that again. I am off this weekend. Again, hopefully Darian's with me. He lives way on the south side from where I live at, and it's a nice little drive. And with the weather being just what's going to go down in the next 24 hours is going to be kind of bad and kind of dangerous. And if it gets too bad, I'd rather not take a chance of trying to go get him versus going to get him and putting him at risk of sliding off the road or having a bad accident or something. So anyway, man, I love you guys, man. I really do, man. Leave me a comment after this video and let me know what you guys want me to do next, man, and what you think of this video, man. Give this video a thumbs up, man, and don't forget to don't forget to subscribe, turn the notification bell on, so every time I drop a video, you guys will be some of the first ones to receive the notifications, to be some of the first ones to watch the video, man. So anyway, man, I love you guys, man. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down, man, so I can get myself ready for work. I love you, I love you, I love you, man. Everybody stay prayed up, man. You know, we all know that, you know, a family who prays together is a family who stays together. You know, so keep that in mind. You guys be safe out there. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Until next time, I'm Damien Cryer. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Peace.